How valuable do you think it is to actually look at opportunities like volunteering as a way of being able to get that experience before you may be able to actually get an employed role? James, did you have any volunteer experience before you actually started in your employed role?
Yes, 100%. And again, I see it time and time again with students coming out of masters and undergraduates that, you're not just going to go and study sports science at a university now and then walk into Man City tomorrow. It doesn't work like that in professional sport. Head coaches have to trust and understand that you have got the level of knowledge, but also you've got the character traits to fit into the environment, and you've got that experience of working with athletes. And I probably did a full year of volunteering before I got any paid position, and that was off of my own back. It was reaching out to, as Hannah said, networks and contacts in the industry, and it was being a little bit bold. It was picking up the phone to individuals and asking them, look, is there any chance I can come in on a Saturday morning, and I'm willing to help out in any capacity that I can. So I did that at St Helens Rugby and then Saracens Rugby Union down in North London. And what that gave me was a year of experience with professional athletes. It didn't matter whether they were 14 or 24, they were a professional athlete. And it was then that I then built on that. And that's, to this day, it's that experience that allowed me to then go and get that first job, because that's what I could put on the CV. That's what I could talk about in the interview. If you were to pick up the phone and speak to a community club and offer some nutrition service to the young athletes, the young players, and offer it for free, I don't think there's many clubs that would turn that down right now. They don't know that you exist. And the only way they know you exist is to pick up the phone and to speak to people, to reach out on LinkedIn, to email individuals and offer that service. So that's certainly what I'm advising a lot of the students that I help out right now to do.
Brilliant. And from an industry perspective, what sort of volunteering opportunities can be helpful to get you in that door, Hannah?
I think anything that really will give you transferable skills that you can bring in to a role within food industry. So it could be things like volunteering in a food bank. So things around organizational skills or communication would be really valuable there. Or even asking a company or a startup, for example, or even an NGO, if there's any unpaid work that you could get involved in, any projects that you could do, or reviewing scientific literature. I think those kind of things will maybe open up doors within the company that you could be volunteering for. It is so difficult sometimes to get that first step in industry. So I'd also recommend not necessarily just focusing on nutrition, but actually looking at allied kind of roles such as product development or even regulatory affairs. So roles that are using a nutrition degree, but not necessarily where you might think you will get benefits and skills, but it will give you an opportunity to go and sell yourself more as a nutritionist further down the line.